This picture of the commanding general of the legendary 82nd Airborne Division will go down in history. He was the last American to leave Afghanistan's main airport yesterday, ending the U.S. military mission that began after 9/11. This morning, the Taliban control that airport, and the fate of dozens of American citizens still in Afghanistan is uncertain. Charlie Daggett is in Qatar, the new home of the U.S. Embassy that was forced to evacuate.
Good morning. Well, this is the U.S. Air Base where the last mass evacuation flights landed. Also, some of the last American troops to arrive late last night, pretty much leaving at the stroke of midnight in Kabul, handing the country back to an enemy they spent 20 years fighting. Defensive flares lit up the sky as some of the last American C-17s flew out of Kabul for good. Moments later, the nighttime fireworks display came from tracer fire as celebratory Taliban gunfire rang out across the capital. The last American soldier to leave, Major General Christopher Donahue. By morning light, the Taliban made clear the country was under new management, strolling through the airport, posing with some of the disabled military equipment left behind. The flights have stopped, stranding an unknown number of Afghans who wanted to flee Taliban rule. Some of those lucky enough to escape wound up here at the Al Udeid Air Base in Doha. In 2 weeks, hangars were transformed into holding areas for 55,000 Afghan refugees.
If you make every country journey, we will go here.
It doesn't matter what country you go to.
Yes.
You just need to go.
Yes.
America's longest war came to an end with a chaotic, calamitous mass evacuation and a suicide bombing from ISIS-K that cost the lives of 13 U.S. service members and 170 Afghan citizens. Remaining Americans and Afghans holding special visas will either have to pack buses for the border, wait for the airport to reopen, or hunker down. They have little more left now than hope the Taliban make good on their promise they won't be prevented from leaving, and hope that America still holds any influence over an enemy it was unable to defeat.
A new chapter of America's engagement with Afghanistan has begun. The military mission is over. A new diplomatic mission has begun.
Physically, that diplomatic mission now moves here. The U.S. Embassy will be operating out of Doha, Qatar. It is a major regional U.S. ally and has also served as a go-between with the Taliban, a role that is only going to become more important in the future. For CBS This Morning, Charlie Daggett, Doha, Qatar.